Okay, welcome everyone tonight. This is Robert Blackman, and welcome to a pre-launch call on MLMmastermind.com. And what it can do, thanks Craig Maroney from Australia, Aussie, type it in on me. Craig and I have known each other for a number of years, and this is what makes this business so great. I'm sitting in Norman, Oklahoma, and we have another entrepreneur in Australia that's on this tonight and is excited. He's joined already today, and he called me from Australia. And that's the connecting of the dots that we're going to talk about tonight. And I want to put up this picture here tonight because I want to let you know that this was me at 18. And you can tell I don't have the hair anymore. But what I want you to understand is this has been a lifelong dream of mine to be where I'm at today. I am living my dream. I get to step outside of this world I'm in every now and then, and I get to pinch myself about how lucky I am, how blessed I am, and how fortunate I've been to get where I'm at. And that kid right there you're looking at had the drive and determination to take over his dad's printing company, and it didn't work. And his dad basically kicked him out. My dad kicked me out, and I started my own. And I don't think I've ever told this story yet, but I want to tell you how I started my own printing company. And that's very important because that laid the foundation for my failures in network marketing and how to get back up. As most of you know, went to college on a baseball scholarship, came back, got my business degree in management, a minor in accounting. Got out of college in 4.5 years, came back to take over the family printing business, and my dad put me on a printing press for $10 an hour. This is back in 1984. $10 an hour, $400 a week, lived in a one-bedroom apartment, lived out the print shop. We had a bed down there. We had couches. We had big refrigerator. We had a grill out back. That's why I know how to grill today, guys, is because everyone's bringing pizza and hamburgers, and I said, I'm bringing my own food. And during the day, I'd be back there cooking steaks and chicken and hamburgers and hot dogs, and at the mall. We had a printing company in the mall, and because I knew I was going to be there all night, because I was committed to make my family proud of me and take over and show my dad that I had what it took. Well, I started doing a bunch of government contracts, government printing, because our local economy went down, and I started bringing in more money through my little government bid service, and my dad and I started blocking each other and hitting heads. And so I just told him, I said, look, I want to take this over. I want you and Mom to retire. He said, no. And I said, well, I'm going to go start my own company. Well, there was a competitor in town that had just closed its doors. And I had heard through the grapevine that the bank was going to put it out on auction. So here's what I did. I went to the bank and met with the loan officer who was in charge of that foreclosure of that printing company. And I walked into him, and I said, I want to buy this equipment. And he told me what the price was, and I said, well, I can't buy that. And he says, well, we'll get you a loan for that. And I said, no. I said, what were the note payments? He goes, the note payments were $1,500 a month. And I said, well, how many more months? He said, 50 months. And I said, when is this going to auction? He goes, we're going to auction in 90 days. So here's what this kid you're looking at right here, here's what he said to a banker, that I had no clue what I was doing. I just knew I didn't want to work for my dad anymore. I wanted to be my own boss, and I wanted to go out in the world and change it. And I said to him, would you allow me to go in and run that equipment for the next 90 days without making you a payment? And if in 90 days I can't make the payment, you're going to go ahead and go to auction anyway. And you should have seen the look on this guy's face. He leaned back. He was about in his 50s, about my age now. And I saw that smile on his face. And he says, wow. He goes, never heard that before. And I said, well, do you have any other offers? He goes, no. He goes, we're even afraid if it goes to auction, no one's going to buy it. He goes, okay. He goes, let me see what I can do. He called me the next morning. He says, we're going to give you 90 days. We're going to write up an agreement. We had to get bonded in case we, messed the equipment up and had to pay like $150 for the insurance each month. So that's how I started my own printing business. That parlayed into me running a printing press on my own, working day and night, 7 days a week, reading magazines, and running into network marketing. Peter Reagan from AdNet ran an ad in a magazine I answered, and he had mailed me a self-mailer in the mail, which impressed the heck out of me. I put a copy of his check, which was a little over $1,600. And at that point, I had just stopped working for my dad at $400 a week or $1,600 a month. And I caught the dream, and I said, wow, this guy is making $1,600 a month, and I work about 200 hours a month to do that. So I called Peter, and he and I became friends. I ended up being one of the top recruiters in AdNet, and that turned into ProfitLeads.com. Knew Kevin Leyland over at ProStep and all the other lead companies that have come and gone, and we're still around after all these years because we still apply the same principles of direct mail. So that's the history behind this picture, and I wanted to share that with you tonight because it's just not a feel-good picture to me. This is my entire life. This is why I'm here where I'm at today, because that kid had the guts to walk into a bank and say, will you let me take over the business for 90 days to make enough money? And I showed the guy. I had contract after contract and all my connections. But, I went in with a little bit of preparation and told him what I was going to do. And we went out. The business was actually out at a Votech that had discounted, like a business center. They had secretaries up there. They had discounted rent and everything. So I got on all of that and went to the chamber meetings and really got into the business. So I wanted to share that with you tonight because that's where this all started from, and my masterminding has grown since then. So here's the offer tonight, and some of you, most of you are on the call are either getting in right now or you've already gotten in. But I want to share with you tonight. It's $1 tonight for you to take a sneak peek with me at MLM Mastermind for the next 7 days. So this is a 7-day trial for you to come in and see what we've got, kick the tires. And this also locks your position in for 7 days in our 4x4 matrix, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. And your $1 will instantly get you 34 years of training, so what I call up to speed. And I know it's impossible to get up to speed in 7 days for 34 years, but at least you're going to be able to get a snapshot and a flavor and a taste of what's headed. At age 52, I believe I'm right in the middle. I think I'm going to live to 100 and healthy. And there's so much more things out there that I haven't done yet. And I've been spending a lot of time consulting with big companies or new startups that pay me really good money, up to $25,000 in 1 month, just to kind of mess around with them. I mean, it's almost like there's the part of me that printing kid would go, you're kidding me. You're stealing money from them. And it's not. It's because of the wealth of knowledge that I have on pay plans, systems, products, pricing, manufacturing, all of that background I have makes me a prime candidate to do that. But here's the problem with that, is that's just one person I'm working with. I want to take all of that and I want to go worldwide. I want 1,000 members in 90 days. I want 10,000 members in 6 months. I'd love to have 50,000 members or 100,000 members in a year, paid members, where we're sending out our potential payout on the 4x4 matrix, 95% there with the 5% bonus pool. I want to pay out 100% on that $47. Actually, we're paying out more because we're charging $47, but we're paying out on $50. So in essence, what we're going to do is say we have a potential payout, but actually we're paying out more. I get excited about that because this is the ability for you to go out and get the teaching and training that I normally charge $10,000, $25,000 for $47. And to be able to sit with me and my team every month and have instant, unlimited access on forums. And there's a lot of other things we'll talk about tonight. That's the exciting part about this. So basically $1, and then it's just $47 a month for unlimited access to me and my team and everything that we're going to put together here. You'll be able to contact me daily and be part of our one-of-a-kind mastermind group. There's not going to be anything like this out there today. I've already checked. The online forum. Now, we've decided to go and put this on Facebook because I believe that everybody's on Facebook, 100 times a day already. And there'll be a private group that you'll have to be, if you want to be in it, it won't be the only way to communicate with us. So I know I have a lot of people that are not on Facebook, as hard as that is to believe. So we'll have an online forum for you to be able to communicate with us outside of Facebook. So Facebook, the way I look at it, maybe 10% of the members, 25% of the members will want to communicate via Facebook. But you'll have an online forum, whether it's Facebook or the other way, that you can communicate with us directly. And that's unlimited. You can ask me 100 questions a day. Of course, that will be silly, but you know what I'm talking about. When we say unlimited, we mean unlimited. But there's much more to Mastermind besides just the $1 and besides just the online forum. Each month, here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a combination of the following: audio trainings. As they come available, we'll shoot them over to the forums, or we'll send them out to you in a broadcast so you can download those and listen to them. Video trainings. We're going to do a lot of Google Hangouts. I'm going to be shooting a lot of videos myself. Basically, I want you to look at this like an MLM reality show. I'm going to be showing you a lot of things behind the scenes that I do every day, and so you can understand I work from home as well. I work in the car. I work while I'm watching my kids play soccer, playing basketball. I run out of basketball practice and sign people up in my car, okay, because that's only 5 minutes they got to call me back during their lunch break. So we're going to do a lot of neat things with video, and it's going to be exciting. I'm going to do some written training so you can read and study. There'll also be live trainings like this, but we'll have them on conference calls and Google Hangouts and these webinars. There'll be a lot of different types of ways. And I'm also going to interview key people. Now, this will be generic. I'm not going to mention company names because that's not necessary. We're going to create a worldwide community of six-figure income earners and six-figure monthly earners that I know that are going to come in and share and inspire you about how they've done it and how long it took them to do it. And I want you to see this as a realistic way in the next 2 to 5 years. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some work. But you can realistically, with my help, either whether it's a combination of the Mastermind pay plan or taking these strategies and philosophies and applying them to your primary business, we're going to get you to $10,000 a month in at least 2 years or 5 years based on how fast you want to go with this. That's my goal. And see, whenever I work with a CEO or a VP of sales or a marketing director, most of them are people who posture me and they don't listen. I've got plenty of people out there that don't listen to me, and it drives me crazy, and they don't succeed after they fire me or after it's a mutual agreement that we're going to end it early. So I'm sick and tired of that. And what I want to work with is people like that 18-year-old kid, whether you're a male or female or you're 68. It doesn't matter. I want to work with someone who has that passion and desire. That's why I'm starting this mastermind group, because I want to work with you and I want to truly help you. That is my passion that I want to give out to everyone and to give back. That's my way of giving back. There's also, I love case studies. And a case study is where somebody went out and spent $100 on Facebook, and here's what they did. Or they spent $5,000 on Facebook ads, or a direct mail campaign, or telemarketing, or email marketing, or they bought lists from us and they called. I'll be doing calls and be doing case studies on my own in here. So a combination of those type of things. So it's real life, nitty-gritty stuff. It's not hype, and this is a no BS hype zone. This is as real as it gets, okay? Now, you're also, for a limited time, everyone that's already signed up will get this. We decided to go ahead and add in to the membership 100 active network marketing names, because we know that this service and this mastermind group is needed by everybody in any company. So we decided to give those to people as part of their membership for a limited time. So at least you got 100 other networkers to contact and send your replicated site to and sign them up. And I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to do that and make that as a very profitable scenario for you. In this scenario it's like you just moved in our bedroom upstairs for a weekend or a week or a month. You know, a real nitty-gritty get down. Hey, Rob, come down and eat breakfast. What are you doing? Let's get your game plan. We're going to walk everybody through the numbers. We're going to show you how to use your calendar as your calculator. I want you to write that down tonight. I'm going to show you how to use your calendar as a calculator, which means your activity is going to be related to what you want to make. And we're going to have a formula for everyone to be able to use to calculate your income, not just in the mastermind. That'll be easy. But to calculate the income in whatever programs or program that you're in that you're passionate about, whether it's a juice or a shake or a legal membership. It doesn't matter. Math is math. And you have to realize prospects don't care. They don't take 50 pay plans and run them by their accountants. They don't take a dozen products and send them off to a lab. They are looking to you for the leadership. They're looking to you for that chutzpah that tells them, I'm going somewhere. Are you in or are you out? and here's what we got. Okay, so we're going to teach you how to do all these things that I teach the CEOs to do and the master distributors to do that goes out and makes them successful. You'll have instant access to me when you have an idea, a question, or a problem, and that's what this is all about. I've got a book, I've got courses, you're going to see all that, but you can read a book and set it down, and there's nothing to it, okay? And I was watching Good Will Hunting the other night, and if you've ever watched that movie, it's one of my favorite, Robin Williams, and he's sitting there talking to Will, and talking about, does he have any intimate friends? Does he have anybody? He goes, sure, Shakespeare, starts naming off all these authors. And he goes, you can't interact with them because they're dead. And so that's what Mastermind is all about, okay? It's about interaction. It's about creating that magic together where we play off one another and our ideas. And the way I look at it, I'll be that generic upline that you've always dreamed of having but never had. Maybe you've had it once and they left. There's no ego at this. This is my gift to you to go out and to change your world. Now, you'll also get huge discounts on additional type of leads that we'll have, copywriting, ad design, in-person coaching, basically anything under the sun you can think about. We'll have some discounts for you. We're not going to be jamming them down your throat. This isn't a front end to do all the back end stuff that everybody always does. I always hate all that stuff. It's not a bait and switch thing. We gave the dollar on the front end because we wanted you to get access to everything, and we wanted you to say this. Look what Robert just gave me for $1. Wow. I've got to stay on for $47. And then for $47, you're going to go, wow, how does he do it? How does he continue to give value and inspire me and encourage me to go out and build my business? Because I believe in you, because I believe in myself, and I know that you can do that. Now, this is going to talk about the money. It's one of my funner parts of this. You can make money by referring other networkers to MLM Mastermind. We spent some time on this, like 3 months, trying to figure out what to do. We talked to everybody else in the world. Most people at my level or above have a membership site, and they don't pay anybody jack. They're just it's the cream of the crop. But you know what? And I understand that because most of those are internet marketers. But we're network marketers. We're different. And every time we refer something, we want to, we all use the adage, refer a movie or a theater, you don't get paid on it. Well, I want you to refer people to this and get paid on it, okay? We're going to make some money too, don't get me wrong, okay? This isn't a charity, a nonprofit group for me either. But I have to make some money, and you have to make some money together. And I'm going to show you how we decided on this. We were going to do, the 100%, one up, all that stuff, and then we got to charge you a monthly fee, and I hate that kind of stuff. We were going to pay a one tier, and I don't like that either. So we put it into a 4x4 matrix where you can turn $1 into $6,850 a month or $82,200 a year. And I don't know about you, but I like that. I like the idea how I can turn $1 into over $80,000 a year or over $6,800 a month. I think that's something that anybody that you emailed or you left a voicemail message or sent a postcard to, they're going to visit your mastermind site and say, how do I do that? How to turn $1 into $6,800 a month. Who wouldn't look at that, okay? So that's the concept. That's the headline. That's the copywriter in me that has done that. And it's a 4x4 matrix, and here it is. We put 25% on level 1 because we wanted you to refer 4 people or have 4 people spilled over to you, and that's going to pay you $12.50 a pop or $50 on your first level, and you're paying $47. You're in the profit. So a lot of matrix programs are like 2x12s or 3x8s or 10s. They're paying out 50 cents, and you got to have a zillion people in it to make any money. I wanted a 4x4 because I don't want you to worry about this. Now, there's no sponsoring requirements, okay? So you don't have to worry about it. I want this to be like a mutual fund or a stock. Now, this isn't an investment in that type of realm. It's an investment in your mind. But I want you to look up and one month say, wow, I made $225 last month, and I just put in one person. I want this as something that will grow. It may take a few months, but I want it to grow. I want the content to be separate of the pay plan. But because we're network marketers, they're joined at the hip, okay? They are the ultimate Siamese twins, okay? The product and the pay plan. We have to walk them together as networkers. It's just who we are. It's like oil man. It's just, this is who we are. This is what we do. So I put 25% on level 1, so you can get 4 people, you break even. That's 1 person a week for the next 4 weeks, 1 person a month for the next 4 months. You're break even, you're making $50, spending 47, you're happy. Level 2 is 10%, level 3 is 10%, and level 4 is 50. Now, I'm not a genius, but if you add up 50 plus 10 plus 10, that's 70, plus 25, that's 95% on the first 4 levels, and we put a 5% bonus pool because we always have people say, well, Matrix, you're always limited. We are going to come up, and once we get the membership going in March, we'll be talking and let everybody vote on how we can get a reentry, so that way you can put yourself underneath in your own matrix. So those conversations are happening right now. So it's 100% potential payout each and every month with the matrix with no sponsoring requirements. Here's the income per level, $50 on level 1, and you're paying 47. So your goal is to get us 4 people in this program as fast as possible by saying, hey, go here, find out how you can turn $1 into over $6,000 a month. And that's your pitch, okay? That's your elevator ride pitch. $5.4 million is what I want you to take away with tonight. And here's how I look at things. This is what I teach and train in private trainings. This is how you get people to stay in for 6 years when they've never put anybody in or till they work through their own personal growth issues. At $6,850 a month, that's our potential payout with a 4x4 matrix. That's $82,200 a year. If you go to bankrate.com, bankrate.com, and click on the CD rates, because here's something you and I do every single day, even though we don't live in the same town. We drive, and we're at a stoplight, and we're right next to a bank every day, aren't we? And what does that bank always say once a month? CD rates, doesn't it? While you're sitting there, you see it, and it means nothing to you. Why? Because you don't have $100,000. You don't have $1 million to put down as a CD. And if you did, they're paying a whopping 1.5%. So you drive off, and it's no big deal. But that's how Main Street thinks. That's how employees think. That's how traditional business people think. They think in CDs. So the CD comparison is a gateway between network marketing and traditional marketing. Okay? It's how you're going to get somebody who makes $8 an hour or $15 an hour to start equating that network marketing is better. It's their language. Most reasons why people don't join your network marketing program is because they can't understand you. You're talking Greek to them. You're talking Pig Latin to them. You're talking French to them, Spanish. They don't understand what you're saying. The CD is the translator. The CD is the language translator from their world to our world. So, Johnny, if you had a CD, how much money would you have to have in the bank today? At 1.5 whopping percent, 1.5% CD to make $6,800 a month. And Johnny's going to go, well, I don't know. Well, Johnny, say $6,850 times 12 months, that's $82,200, and you divide that by 0.015, and you come up with $5,480,000 in the bank. And Johnny's going to go, oh, wow. So, Johnny, let's go build a $5 million business together. And he's going to go, how do we do that? And I'm going to go, you go get 4 people, and you're making $50, you're spending 47. Sound good so far? He goes, yes. Then help those 4 get 4 down 4 levels. We don't have to go down 12 levels. We don't have to have 1 on the left, 1 on the right. We don't have to have a $1,000 starter kit. We got $1. And you don't have to sponsor anybody if you don't want to. Johnny, but let's go build a business together. Johnny, let's go build a $5 million business together. That's how you get people to stay in more than 90 days, is you get them to thinking. So then the next time Johnny's in the car and he's sitting at that stoplight and he looks at that CD rate, what does he do? He kind of smiles in his mind if he doesn't on his face. And he goes, I get it. I can go put $5 million in that bank. And I asked Johnny, does it matter if Bank of America or Wells Fargo or Chase sends you the $6,000 check, or if MLM Mastermind sends you the $6,000 check, if either check clears? Does it matter? And Johnny will go, no. And I go, you're downline with us as an asset. So let's go build a $5 million asset, and let's get you $6,000 a month. Now, that's how we're going to do it in Mastermind. That's how eventually we're going to teach you how to do it in your primary business when you talk about the pay plan, when you talk about money. You come up with a number. Over at our Profit Leads business, we talk about $780 because that's a group of 20. That's $374,000 in the bank, okay? So it's all relative to your pay plan, and we will teach you how to take the power, the most powerful part of your pay plan, and put it into this formula. Again, there's no guarantee that if you join MLM Mastermind and you do nothing that you'll make a dime. Everybody knows that on this call, but we have to say that. Again, I chose the Matrix because I like them. They're fun. And they also create, and it's what we call the thrill of the spill. And I like it, and I know that you're going to like it. Now, here's what you're going to get in the back office for $1, the Big Money book, the How to Sit Back Good book. They're both on Amazon. All of these self-published books that I've done in training, the 34 CD audio, the postcard and direct mail course is going to be back there. They're all yours for $1 and all your prospects. So when you're offering this content, what we want them to do is we want them to say, I got more than I spent. That's another marketing key for you. That's why most people don't get involved in network marketing, is that we ask them to spend $1,000 for they've even tasted or tried the product. And that makes it hard on you. Okay, so we're going to show you how to be creative in your programs and how to do these type of things that's going to attract people to your business. This is easy. This is simple. You got $1, go get $500 worth of training for $1 and cancel if you want to. I told the guy today, I go, yeah, get in and cancel 5 minutes later. He emailed me back and he goes, well, I'm in my back office and I looked at everything. This looks pretty good. He goes, I'm not going to cancel. And I go, fine. Okay? That's how you build a business, is you give people more than what they expected. Okay? More than what they expected. All those are included with your membership and immediate download, so they get that immediate satisfaction. Now, the magic, as you can tell tonight, just on a couple of tidbits of training that I've thrown out, is in the mastermind and the interaction today, every day, every week, every month, every year. That's how we do it. I know you'd agree with that. And when you think in your mind tonight that best relationship with somebody, did they just write that book, or they write you a letter and say, go get them? Or do they interact with you daily, weekly, or monthly? That's what this is all about. It's about creating a masterminding group worldwide where we all learn together and we profit together. And it starts with $1, it ends with 47, and you want to go out and get 4 people as fast as possible so you never have to worry about your membership here with us again. You're always in the black. That's why we did it that way. And we want the power of multiplication, which is why we all got into network marketing, is because we wanted the power of 2 who get 2, 5 who get 5. Now it's 4 who get 4. We want that power to go to work for us. That's the power of the CD, of the compounding interest type of power. That's why we all are attracted to this, the residual income. We want you to have a big residual income here. They listen and people encourage you, the best people in your life, and that's what we're going to do too. Now, again, I've been hired by a lot of people, a billionaire. And that's an interesting story, but I won't go in tonight, but a billionaire. Another multimillionaire and 6 different MLM presidents. I've really just added my 7th and just finished up with them, but I put in 6. And I am still actually building some downlines with postcards, some other things, but all this is going to be generic. But I think the valuable thing here is you're going to get the teaching and training from somebody who's actually in the trenches doing it. And that's so valuable. I see so many trainers out there that used to build a downline, but basically they're not building it anymore. Why? Because they get tired. They get worn out. Egos. They get messed up with the company owners, the pay plans. They hit a brick wall of what they think they're worth. They run into trouble, a downline leaves, all sorts of dynamics. And then they just want to make money training. I have no problem with that. I've done that before too. I get that. I understand it. But eventually, what I want to learn from is somebody that's doing what I want to be doing. My wife and I are training for a marathon again, for the Oklahoma City Bombing Marathon, and we have a schedule from a guy who runs marathons, okay? We're not getting it from the guy that doesn't run marathons. And he gave us a printout for the next 12 weeks what to do. And we're sticking with it, and it's tough. But by that time, we'll have been trained to run the marathon. I couldn't do that on my own, okay? I don't know. I've never run one. I've run a half one before. I've never run a full one before. I'm out of shape right now. I'm in kind of good shape, but I'm I'm not where I need to be because I've been traveling and consulting and setting and talking a lot. So that's what we want to do here, the concept. I'm building a downline so I'm qualified to teach you. Yes, could I still be qualified to teach you if I built a downline 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago? Yeah, I think I could still be qualified. But see, survival of the fittest isn't about the smartest. It isn't about the one that is the toughest. It's the one that adapts. And would you agree that adaptation in this business is important, that you have to learn how to adapt because our marketplace is adapting to technology? Facebook now is a big deal. It wasn't that way 5 years ago or 10 years ago. So how can I teach you Facebook techniques if I'm not on Facebook? You know what I'm saying? So, and there's only so much old traditional stuff that you can rehash and go through. So we'll be showing you the things that we're doing, and again, all in a generic fashion. It's not old rehash stuff in the 70s, 80s, or 90s. It's up-to-the-minute training and techniques. Each month I'll show you exactly what I've learned over the last 34 years. Some of those principles still apply and how we apply them in today's technology. But more importantly, what I'm teaching my downline and my private coaching clients. And again, number one problem in network marketing, and I'll go through these real quick here, is finding fresh prospects to sponsor each month. I've consulted with so many people. Number one problem. What's the number one problem? We don't have anybody to talk to. We don't know where to go get them. We spent $5,000 on a full-page ad, and we got 82 people that answered, and nobody joined because they don't know what they're doing. They just spent the money thinking it would happen magically. So since sponsoring and customers, finding new customers, distributors is the number one problem, my focus will be on that every month for you. That means teaching you how to generate fresh prospects every month and how to go get them, both online and offline. Very important, online and offline. That means both your warm and your cold market. And also the number two problem after that of all network marketers is retention. Robert, I got 10 people signed up and only 2 of them are in after 90 days. What have I done wrong? Those type of questions. So since retaining your customers, distributors is the number 2 problem, we're going to focus on that. So sponsoring and retention. Now, I made money in both hotel and home meetings, and you can still do that today. I'm coaching with people right now that are doing it. If you want to do it, we'll teach you how to do it. With direct mail and placing ads. Guess what? I'm doing that now. And I'm making money online, so I can teach you. So there's only 3 categories you're going to fall in tonight. There's only 3 categories of anybody that you're ever going to talk to. Take this and with you tonight. Somebody's new to network marketing and MLM. You want to find out why. Why are they looking? Okay? That's a conversation piece. Some people say, Robert, I just don't know what to say to people. Hey, find out which category they fall in and talk to that category. This is my lesson for you tonight. Hey, John, got your information here. You visited my website. Let me ask you a question, John. Have you ever been in network marketing before? No, I haven't. Well, what made you look? Well, my girlfriend just lost her job, and we're going to need some extra money, and I always thought about owning my own business. Okay, great. So I go down that line. And he says, I was in XYZ company a few years ago, but I've been, mainly being a carpenter since then. Oh, really? Well, what was the name of the company? Okay. Well, how long were you in it? Well, what happened? What made you get out? Well, the company closed. Oh, so maybe stability would be what you want to talk about with your company. Or he would go, man, I put in 300 people in that deal, and my biggest check was $100. So then you talk about money, okay? So you talk to the category. Hey, I'm in 3 programs right now, okay? You're currently in 1 or more programs. Talk to the category. Don't talk to the person. Talk to the category that person resides in. That's how you become a master prospector, and we're going to teach you how to do all that. So tonight I'm talking to you. You're going to fall in one of these 3 categories tonight. Most of you are in number 3. So it also works regardless of what your pay plan or your product or your service is that you're promoting, because believe me, people, your prospects, whether they're former networkers or not, they are not masters at pay plans. They are not master formulators. And if they are, you want to run from both of those types of people immediately, okay, because they will wear you out, wearing it out, okay? So if you're looking for a turnkey system, this is it. And basically imagine never having to worry about lead generation again, and I don't. And that's a great thing, because I've got fresh prospects each and every month that come in. And I don't have to worry about what to say to them or what to do. I put them in the funnel, and I know what the right expectations are. And imagine having a team of 100 people that have 10, 25, 50, or 100 prospects each month. Nobody has that. Majority of people do not have that in this business today. 100 members that are contacting 100 prospects. And remember, you're getting 100 prospects from us of active network marketing people. That's 10,000 exposures. So that's why this works, is exposure. Real estate agents talk about location, location, location. Any new rookie can sell a great property if it's at a great location. And any rookie in network marketing can sell this business if they just expose it to the right person. Exposure, exposure, exposure is our motto in network marketing. Most downlines never grow because of underexposure. You would be aghast if you sit with me in boardrooms and you sit with me at top distributors and find out the money they've spent and the so few people that they've exposed this to. So you'll never have that problem again with Mastermind. Success, and this is the end of it here tonight for you. Success in any MLM program is just simple math. It is. Take the emotion out of it, it's math. We call it duplication. But it seems most people go out of the way to make it hard for their team to duplicate. They try to complicate it. They try to make themselves the message, and they're not. Be the messenger, not the message. I don't do that. So what do I know about making money that's so valuable? Is I know the top two problems of sponsoring and retention, and I know how to help you easily solve them. And it's just $1 to get started. That's how much we believe in it. And all you have to do right now is you get all of this, unlimited coaching, all my courses, audios, videos, newsletters, live trainings, interviews, case studies, 100 active network marketing names, enrollment in the 4x4 matrix, and there's no sponsoring requirements, and it's worldwide. Worldwide. The problem of recruiting and retention will never go away because we're dealing with people who don't listen or don't have enough self-esteem to listen. And that's okay. I'm going to teach you how to get through all that. Unless you and your team implement a system like I've designed at MLM Mastermind. I'll show you how to implement this system in your team. 2 ways to get started. Call me at this number here. That's our office number. And sign up over the phone by credit card or check. Or you can go to MLMmastermind.com right now and sign up. This next week when we get launched, everyone will get their replicated sites. We're just putting this together. You are in the very beginning. This is the first official call. So this is exciting for me. It's exciting for you as well, too. And you'll get the, you, Donna, you get the 100 leads each month as someone that's coming in. And we'll probably run that through March and April for people that you bring in, too. But we'll give you plenty of notice before we drop it. What we do know is there's a limitation of those leads that we can get, but we want everyone to have those 100 leads, and that's every month. So you'll be grandfathered into that if we ever do drop it. So be able to, okay, hang on, one other question here from Bill. Bill, it is worldwide. The leads will be emailed to you, so that way you can download them and you can call them by phone or send them an email. You'll get name and phone number. This is a force matrix. This will be forced. We will have roll-up and compression. So if you have 4 people on your first level and 16 on your second, that's a force matrix. So if you put in 5 tonight, 4 will fall on your first level, 1 will go on your second, unless your upline's already put something up there for you. So it will be a force matrix. And we're working on how we either give an expandable matrix or you can get sign up underneath yourself with a second spot. We're working on those, and we'll talk about it. It's $1 BJ Ocampo for the first 7 days, and it's $47 a month after that. And you can easily go back and make that with just 4 people on your first level. You can promote now, but we'll get personal links out tomorrow to everybody. But if you want to promote it now, on the order form it says who invited you. Again, we're not officially launching this until March 1st, which is Saturday. And the real launch will be Monday because most people aren't going to be watching this on Saturday and Sunday. So this is for everyone that's on this call has been a customer of mine. So that's the reason why you're getting this notification. So if you want to promote it, just the main website, send us an email. They'll go on your matrix. If someone says, where are you, Robert? Guess what? I'm on top, and I have 4 people on my front line, okay? So I'm building my own matrix with you. I won't be doing this really, really active because you can already tell I'm going to be spending a lot of time teaching and training and answering questions. I'm not going to be spending a lot of time sponsoring. So I'm counting on you guys to do that, and I will reward you handsomely, as you can tell through the pay plan, by doing that. So there will be some spillover in some cases. In some cases, there won't. I told a guy today, don't get in for spillover. Get in for the mastermind. If you're coming in just for spillover, you don't get it, what are you going to do? He goes, I'm going to quit. I go, that's right. So don't come in with the idea to quit. Michael Broderick, what's your why? Buddy, I got a why as long as both of my arms. My why, actually, all seriously, and he's not laughing. He's just saying a question mark there. I've got a lot of whys, and a lot of it is I wish that there was something like this. When you saw a picture of me, and I'll go back up the top there. Let's go back up to the top, and I want to end on this slide. I should have put it on the end, but you're not perfect. I wish this guy right here would have had what I've got right now. Man, would I have gotten there so much faster. I got where I'm at today because of true grit and just the willingness that my dad right there was a World War II vet and toughest guy I ever met in my life and smartest guy I ever met. He was my inspiration. Best salesman you ever met in your life is Bob Blackman Sr. Never met anybody in all my years and that I've compared him to anybody. And he never got into network marketing with me, but boy, he could sell. He could sell to anybody and talk to anybody. He wasn't afraid. He told me when he came back from World War II, he goes, after setting in all those foxholes and watching all them waking, putting my head back up and looking over and having my buddy dead. He goes, after going through that 20, 30 times in the fields and missing all that. And I came back home. He goes, you think I'm afraid to pick up the phone and call somebody? You think I'm afraid to go cold call and say, hey, honey, who's the owner here? That was my dad. He was born in 1921. I mean, he was old school. Came up through the Depression. And was very blessed there. But Michael, to get back to that, I want to do for that guy that you're looking right there that didn't happen. That's number one. So I'm going back to the future to help that. And I know there's a lot of people on this call tonight that would love to know what I know and would need my help but couldn't afford it. So this allows me to put it in a matrix where everybody can afford it, okay? The other one is I still have 5 children, ages 2 to 18. I don't know if any of them are going to get into network marketing or not. And I'm going to leave that up to them. But I do know that I have 5 colleges to pay for, and I've got 3 girls, so that means 3 big weddings. Okay? And I love doing this stuff. I could talk for all night long on this stuff. This is what I love. And I want to be able to be involved in my kids' lives and as the grandkids come to be involved. And the only way I know to do that is to stay sharp as a network marketer. I could just go on and build one downline and make $50,000, $100,000 a month, but then I'm putting all my eggs in that network marketing basket, okay? And that's another derivative of this is you can't control what other people do. You can't control your CEO at your company. And so for me, this is a form of control. And you will say this is a form of my security in network marketing because I've had companies close on me. I've had big groups leave. And that's a reality that we all got our big boy pants and big girl skirts on tonight. That's just a reality, like buying a stock. I mean, it could go away tomorrow. You could have the best financial advisor in the world. They buy the stock, and it could, you could have to dump the stock, okay? And I've done that too. So for me, MLM Mastermind also is my financial security because I know who the CEO is. It's me, and I'm not going to screw myself over. And more importantly, I'm not going to do that to you guys and gals. Because I want you to benefit from a secure way to go out and make some money in this business and take my teachings and go apply it to the company that turns you on. Whatever that is, whatever the pay plan is, maybe the product is. We all are all independent distributors, and I'm going to treat you with respect because I'm an independent distributor. And sometimes in network marketing companies, they don't do that. They try to treat you like an employee. You'll never be treated like an employee here. You'll be treated as an equal and as a brother or sister in network marketing that we can go out and change the world together, no matter what your primary business is. That's why I'm doing this, because I can't always do that in my primary business because of politics, religion, whatever, I don't like binaries. I don't like weight loss, okay? So you can't touch everybody. And I'll leave you with this statement tonight. Here. Craig, you get access tonight because you're in Australia. It's still being sent because it's tomorrow already there, Craig. And here's the last reason why, Michael. Great question, by the way. When I sit on the back porch smoking a cigar while I'm grilling, watching the slow cooker, monitoring the brisket or whatever I'm doing, and the kids are playing, and I say to myself, are there always going to be more people outside of my downline in my primary business or in my downline? And I think about that for a second. It's a very obvious question, but ego drives you. Say, well, I could have I want to have the biggest downline in the world. I'm like, okay, let's say I did. Let's say that I had the biggest downline in the world. There'd still be more people outside of my downline than in it. So how can I go? The question that is posed as a marketer, well, then how can I go touch all and help those other people? Well, Robert, you create MLM Mastermind. That's how you do that. So that's my other reason why, Michael, is that this is a way that I can touch the world without everybody being my downline, because mathematically it's impossible for that to happen. So as a marketer and as a human being, it solves that problem for me. Hey, go here for $1. You don't like it? That's okay. I shook out my hand. I can change your life, but you don't even have to be in my program for me to do it. So I want you guys to take that same strategy too. So you're going to be able to be fulfilled as well too, that you're going to get more people outside of your business than in it. Now you got a solution for them to actually truly help them with a product and a service that's really going to help them, and you can make some money too. That's why we added the pay plan. And I don't understand these other consultants and other people who charge people stuff, and there's not multiple level. Well, we don't want to interfere. We don't want to compete. This isn't competition. Nobody's got this product because last time I checked, there wasn't another Robert Blackman out there, okay? So I am unique to this business model. This product of me and my knowledge is the only person in the world that has it. So this is exclusive to MLM Mastermind members, okay? So I'm not your garden variety shake or garden variety trainer. So with an exclusive product, as my wife said one day brilliantly, she goes, well, you are an exclusive product. I don't know why you don't go sell yourself to the masses instead of selling yourself for $20,000 to these bigwig CEOs who never listen to you anyway. And she gets up and walks away, and I go, darn her. She's smart. She understands it, okay? So that's what MLM Mastermind is all about. Go back to the website. If you've already joined, relax. You're in the 7-day trial. We'll get everybody the download links. If you haven't got them, shoot us an email, mlmmastermind@msn.com, and you will get access to that. And then we will have the Facebook site up. Not everyone will want to do that. We've already got it set up as a closed group. You'll be getting instructions on how to go join that. So we can have unlimited online interaction that way, in addition to another online form in case you don't like Facebook, or you're not on it, or you don't want to put your question on Facebook. So we'll have everybody covered. Thanks, everyone, for being on the call tonight. Come live the dream with me. Come get on the journey with me. Jump on the boat. Let's go. Let's go have some fun. Let's go make some money, and that's what it's all about. Thanks, everyone, and good night.